Oh, bet. There you go, Zach. Hold on, y'all. Zach is I don't know if you want to wait. I'm in the room. I like to share it now so people can. Okay, cool. All right, he wants to share it with us. All right, the floor is yours, Zach.
All right, awesome, awesome. So, guys, I won't be long. I know Chad has his call going on right now, but I definitely wanted to share with you guys something that I learned. Um, this is for people who want to build the business, who want to invite, actually go chairman in the next 6 to 12 months, right? It's definitely possible, right? Somebody went chairman 113 months, so if they can do it, you can at least go chairman 10 and 6 to 12, right? So this is what Trade House is using when it comes to inviting people to these calls, right? So I know how I'm reading this manual. Let me show you guys what the manual looks like first and foremost. Um, I was on Instagram and I saw Ray Perez. His Instagram @ is Ray Rice. I saw him market these on his Shopify store, right? They're $60. Well, the price might went up, but they're $60. I got it for $60. And it's basically showing you everything you need to know. You know, your whys, you need how you need to have a goal, you know, blueprint, prospecting 101, the type of questions you got to ask people, how to pitch the business to people, how to respond to people in their DMs, the whole nine. All of it is in here. So when it comes to just making these phone calls, right? Their system is so simple, right? But I'm gonna give you guys these five. Is it 5 keys? No, it's about 6 keys. You got to have excitement when you're on the phone, right? When we're inviting people, it's not, I'm not saying that you can't do it through DM, but it's more effective when you're on the phone. Just study people, study the chairmans on Instagram and see what they're doing, especially Trade House. What they're doing, they're posting on their stories the type of phone calls they're making, right? They're posting all the calls that they made for the day. That's their culture, right? So you got to invite people on the phone. Get their phone number, get it off of Instagram, get it off of Facebook, get their phone number and call them, right? But this particular invite, this is for people that's already in your phone. You already built a relationship with them, right? They're your warm market, they're your hot market. These are people you already know. So key number one is you got to have excitement. Key number two is understand that less is more. Don't talk about Forex. Don't even mention Forex, right? If you mention Forex, understand that people have a preconceived, or they already have a previous thought of what Forex is. And most people, they don't even know what Forex is. You know how many people that I talked to over the past week when I asked them, hey, do you know what Forex is? After I got them on the phone, they said, oh, yeah, this is that Forex group. Or, oh, you joined Forex. Like, no, people can't join Forex. Forex is not a group. It's we already know what it is, but everybody else who's outside of this, they don't know what Forex is. They think it's just a group that you got to recruit people into. And that's where people think that it's a scam, right? So don't mention Forex at all, because they might be shutting it down because of the way somebody else explained it. That's not what Forex is, right? So key number three, get them emotionally involved. People make decisions off of how they feel. And they don't care about all the facts, depending on who you're talking to. Most of the time, they want to know, hey, why should I do this? What feeling is going to come up? What pain point is going to be solved because I get on this call that you're talking about, right? You got to have a sense of urgency, right? So that's why you got to have excitement, a sense of urgency now, not later. So when we're making these phone calls, this is where you're inviting them to either the daily webinar, or you're inviting them and having a one-on-one conversation with them to explain what Forex is, right? Demand plus sense of urgency equals a close, right? So once you understand what their pain point is, and once you create that demand, like, hey, you like the demand for learning how to make money from your phone, that is a demand that's very needed right now. So once you put that point out there, right, and you have a sense of urgency on why they need to start making money from their phone, you're going to close. But it's all about reps. It's all about practicing, right? And then you've got to treat this like it's the most important thing in the world. What I have been doing that I had to change up real quick is I haven't been treating this like it's the most important thing in the world, right? And my actions in terms of learning the skill, yes, over the past few weeks, yes. When it comes to talking about the business, I'm like, hey, you can do this. You know, this is some extra side money you can have. No, let people know that, look, you can quit your job doing this if you want to do it, right? Do you want to quit your job or no? Right? And everybody won't want to quit their job, but you know, once you got to figure out what their pain point is. Do they like their job? If they like their job, cool. You don't want to go out and say, hey, you can quit your job if they like it, but figure out what their pain point is and then let them know that, hey, this is the most important thing in the world that can get you what it is that you need to do, right? So those are the keys that you got to have. I hope you guys are taking notes, right? And this is the last minute or two. So understand that there's different types of prospects, right? Hot lead and a cold lead. A hot lead is a person who has expressed interest in trading already, right? These are people who DM you. These are people who ask what it is that you do or ask you to put them on. How many of you have had people, say, hey, put me on. Hey, ISIS, put me on. Hey, Success, put me on, right? These are people who are hot. They're already interested. Their interest is already peaked because they see what it is that you're doing. These are the most, these people are, it's easier. I'm not going to say it's hard, but it's easier to convert them into getting them on a phone call because they're already interested, right? Or a webinar. Cold lead. These are people who have not expressed interest in trading at all, right? Probably your friends, your family, your coworkers, people on your phone contact list, right? So this is how to prospect, right? There's 8 steps on how to prospect. Please write this down. The first thing you want to do is you want to make a list of 100 plus people. 100 plus people. Success loves speed, right? I was on a call yesterday with Chad, and he was like, you know, most people, what did he say? If you were on a call, you remember, I hope you remember, he said, most people get emotional or take things personal when they only plan on talking to one person about this business. But if you don't only plan on talking to one person about this business, you're not going to take things personal if they tell you no. You're just collecting a decision. But most people only plan on talking to a few personal people, and whenever they don't get the answer that they might want, they take things personal, right? So you got to build a list of 100 plus more people. You got to know how to build relationships, build friendships with people, right? Get their number, right? And once you have that list of 100 people, second thing you want to do, this is step 2, you want to call them with excitement in your voice, right? You want to make it a big deal. That's step number 3. All right, so this is what you say. This is what you say. Hey, ISIS, can you role play for me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go through the whole script. It's literally less than a minute. I'm gonna go through the whole script, and then I'm gonna go over the process of it. So ring.
Hello?
Hey, ISIS, what's going on?
Hey, nothing much. I'm on a call right now. What's going on?
Awesome. Do you have a second?
Yeah, I got a second.
Okay, who are you around?
My mom.
Look, put your headphones on.
Okay.
Look. You got them on?
Yeah. What's up,
Look,
man?
ISIS, I found a solution. Look, I found a cure to poverty, ISIS. I found out a way for us to get out of the hood.
What?
Look, I met a millionaire who's willing to put us on game tonight at 7:30. He said I can only bring one other person. He's extremely busy. That's the only time he'll be able to speak to us. I already told him about you. You were the first person that came to my mind. Look, I'm gonna send you all the information. It's tonight at 7:30. All right?
All right, man. But look, I mean, what kind of thing is it though?
Look, like I said, I'm gonna send you the information at 7:30. You don't want to miss it. Look, my phone's about to die. I'm gonna send it to you. Okay?
All right, cool, man. Bet.
All right, cool. Click. It's that simple. It's that simple. So that's what they're telling people. Now, will this work with people you don't know? Probably not. But this is how you get off to a fast start. So if you really haven't been building this business, you haven't really talked to everybody in your cell phone, you can actually go through this whole list and do the thing. We have calls at 7:30 all week. We have calls at 12, 6, and 9 all week with Chad. We have calls at 7:30 Profit Party with Riyadh every week. I mean, every day this week. So you can use exactly what it is says, have a sense of urgency, and then just invite people. It's a numbers game at the end of the day. Every business is a numbers game, no matter what business you're in. Right? So when you ask, do you have a second, who you're around, put your headphones on, that's making it a big deal. Now you're piquing their interest. They know it's serious. Right? Don't mention Forex at all. There's many misconceptions about Forex. It already has a negative connotation out there. Right? Again, don't mention it at all. You want to make an exaggerated claim. That's where you say, look, I found a solution. I found a cure to poverty. I found out a way for us to get out the hood. Right? If they're not in the hood, if you're not in the hood, right, you don't got to say exactly that, but you got to know their pain points as well. If they already talked about, them not wanting to continue at their job or them not wanting to stay at their job, you could be like, look, I found a solution. I found a cure for our problem. I found out a way for us to quit our 9-to-5. Right? You got to know what it is that they want. And then you got to use that pain and show them, hey, this is the solution that will solve your pain. Right? And then you got to edify the webinar. Emphasize exclusivity. Right? Everybody can't get on this call. People want what they can't have. Right? So if people want what they can't have, and if everybody's available to it, then they're going to be like, oh, I can just get on the next one. No. How many people outside of this thing, not too many people, how many people know millionaires just roaming the streets? Your average person doesn't know a millionaire. We do. We have multiple 6-figure, 7-figure earners in our organization. Right? So emphasize this exclusivity, emphasize urgency, emphasize that the type of value that they'll be getting on a call, right? So this is where you say, look, I met a millionaire, or I met someone. You don't really have to say that they're a millionaire, but I'm going based off of what it is that's in this book. I met a millionaire who's willing to put us on game tonight at 7:30. He or she said I can bring one other individual. They're extremely busy. That's the only time that we will be available to speak. Right? So that's step number 6. Step number 7, you got to make them feel special. That's where I said you were the first person that came to my mind. Right? And then step number 8, always be in a rush. This conversation should last no longer than 5 minutes. Of course, before you go into this, if you haven't talked to them for a while, I do got to put this out there. If you haven't talked to them for a while, don't go straight into this. You want to form them. Ask them how their family is, right? Ask them how their job is. Ask them, what they're doing for fun nowadays, what their hobbies, how are they dealing with the stress going on in the world, right? And then you can ask them a question to lead into this whole script, right? And here's some questions you can ask, and then I'm off of this, okay? Actually, I can send a picture. I'm going to send a picture. But here's some questions that you can ask. You can ask them, hey, what are some of your long-term or short-term goals? You can ask them, what do you really want out of life? Right? And in this form process, this is the M. This is the message. Right? How are you currently generating income? How many sources of income do you have right now? Hey, real quick, have you heard of copying, pasting, and profiting? Are you doing anything from home? If not, have you ever thought about doing something from home? Does earning and learning how to make money on the phone, on the go from your phone, sound like something you will be interested in? Since January of 2020, how many purchases have you made that make you money on a daily basis? How are you currently multiplying your income? Are you in a position right now to turn down multiple sources of income at the moment? Hey, real quick, did you know that you can exchange your money for more money? Look, there's more questions. You can ask them. So this is piquing their interest. And that's how you go into, hey, do you have a second? Who are you around? Put your headphones on. That's how you go into the invite. But you form them first, ask them one of these questions, and then go into that invite. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
I don't know if I talk too fast because I know, like, I'm pretty sure you guys are trying to get on this call with Chad. But that's all I have. I can
Makes
send
sense,
a
bro.
picture
Makes
in the group.
sense.
Awesome. If it doesn't make sense, just let me know.
Thank you, Zach. That made a lot of sense. I also recorded it, so I'm gonna upload this too.
Amazing. This, look, just go to Ray Rice. I'm gonna put his Instagram in the chat box below. His Instagram is this. And it should be in his bio. I'm not sure.
Can we get that book too?
Yeah, this is where you're going to get the book from. Ray Rice, that's his Instagram. It should still be, the link to the book should still be in his bio. But it's called The Launch Manual. Right? He put this on his Dropify. He put this on his Shopify store. Right? This is his first product. It's about $60. Right? So this is just the first volume. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more. But again, guys, like, it goes over the blueprint. It goes over your goals. This is Prospecting 101. It goes over how to pitch on a one-on-one conversation, how to close. It goes over how to onboard people, how to bring people on the proper way. It goes over how to use social media, like keys, put your face on camera. Like, people got to see that you can't screenshot your way to chairman. Like, this is all in here. Make sure that teammates make money within the first 72 hours. Hitting the phones, like relationships, like all of this is in here. I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but all of it, everything is in here that you need to hit chairman. Everything. Right? Qualities of a chairman. Millionaire success habits, right? Desire plus skill times faith. Identity shift. Stop caring about other people's opinions. Accept and embrace the identity of a trader and network marketer. It doesn't make you lame if you're a Forex trader. It makes you ahead of your time. Everybody's not doing this. Everybody wants to look cool, but they're too cool to do the quote unquote corny stuff. But this corny stuff is what's making people multimillionaires. If I got to be corny and be a multimillionaire, I'll do it. I don't got to look cool. I'd rather be rich. That's just me, though. But other than that, man, that's all I had. I wanted to share that with y'all so you guys can use that to invite for this week. All right? To invite for this week. We got calls all throughout the day this week. That's all I got, Isis.
Thank you so much, Zach. I'm on like 2 calls at once. I'm on this call. I'm on the Profit Party call. Yo, so much value today. Thank you for taking the time and energy and dropping those nuggets and sharing what you learned from the book. I'm definitely going to cop the book. Chairman to the top, on and off the charts, y'all. Let's go. Hop on this Profit Party or any call so you can just get the information on how they doing it, y'all. Peace and love. Thank you, Zach.